Okay, this morning I'm going to pull one from the Soul's Journey, Magic of You Oracle, and the Archangel Animal Oracle. And let's see what the pointing is this morning. Well, it's starting to cool down here. Last night, it actually got a little nippy in here. So the weather is starting to turn to fall. Of course, like I said, I'll be in here the whole heat of the summer, and I'm not getting out of here until the weather turns, and indeed that's proving to be the case. So first card out is Badger. Archangels Mary and Sandalphon, and it's bring your life into balance. We talk about that so many times here. Balance, balance, balance is so important. It's not that if a little is good, a whole lot more is better. Not always. Not if it throws you off balance. Okay? Same thing with, and I get so much flack from this, that if you are getting too spacey, especially if you're in the midst of Kundalini awakening, you're not grounded. The thing that grounds quicker than anything is meat. It grounds you. It keeps you from burning out your the nadi system. Everything is going through your electrical system. You got to stay grounded. It's like having a live wire. If it's not grounded, what happens? It's going to burn itself out. So again, if you are getting ungrounded, the quickest way to ground is some meat. Okay, next is empathy. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Last is Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Okay, that's a tough one. Be still. Allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Okay. So, one way to get the enemy to reveal themselves is empathy in a way. You're opening to hear their side of whatever it is they are spewing. So, if you come up on someone and, yesterday I watched a couple seconds of that Scott Bow, and he started going off, about California governor. He doesn't care about us. He only cares about Mexicans. He only cares about the illegals. He's just straight off. Poor little me, white boy syndrome. They're all against me, and just nonsense from the word go. Okay, so if you're running across somebody and they're going to start spewing. Again, don't lose your balance. Okay, take a breath. Take a number of breaths. In those situations, you may have to take quite a few breaths. Okay, and again, empathy. We can start to try to see their side of it. Now, so many times, what they're going on and skewing about is like QAnon and all these ones. It's based on fantasy. It's based on some knee-jerk reaction that's not based in truth whatsoever. It's based on a lie. It's based on a spin. Okay? So don't let this stuff throw you off balance. Just see they're involved. You can feel pity for them. Okay? But to sit and argue with these fools is not going to help anything. Okay, it just doesn't help anything. The more you want to argue, the more they dig their feet in. Okay. And last but not least, we have hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Again, if you open some dialogue, you don't try to overrun them. Give them a chance to open and reveal who and what they are. And they will. They will. If they think there is an opening to persuade you of their drama, whatever it is, they will reveal themselves. Okay? And so we know what we're dealing with. Like the same thing with the QAnon things. We know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the shadow. We're dealing with dark. We're dealing with, anything that tries to create fear. Okay? Anything that is fear-based, no, it's of the enemy. Okay? It's trying to steal your peace, trying to throw you off balance, drag you into the conspiracies of fears and doubts, and then you go into self-preservation mode. So this is how these types of things get these people. They go into self-preservation mode. Okay, maybe something's going to be taken away from me, or maybe they start going into a knee-jerk reaction. And they've lost all sense of balance, all sense of, and this is another reason why you don't want to argue with these fools, okay? Because you're going to have just more and more, like it said, now we've had more and more crime. And while Trump wants to tout, it's only happened in the Democratic-run governors states. That's not true. It's happening equally in Republican-held states and Democrat states, okay? More and more because people are they're in fear. They're losing their jobs. They don't have enough money to put food on the table. The pandemic, they're losing friends. They're losing family. Or like Scott Bowell was over there screaming, another one of those fools. Oh, all the other states are open. Why are they making us wear masks? And it's, tyranny. And they're doing. Okay. So run around and go get COVID. Okay? Will that make you happy? Really, with some of those people, it's what it's going to take. It's going to take them coming down with COVID before they finally believe it. Okay? And that's an unfortunate thing. And you have a president that keeps spewing out lies, which they believe. You have these ones that feel like my personal rights are being taken away from me because I have to wear a mask. Okay. Again, his rant shows us who he is. Petty, 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 doesn't care about anyone but his own. But I want to do it. I don't want to wear a mask. And ranting and screaming, etc. Okay. So when they reveal themselves and you see what they are, there is no sense of rationality there. They bought into QAnon or whatever, this nonsense. Just leave them be. Because while everything is riled up now, they're not going to hear a thing. Okay? And it's only going to make an intense situation even more intense, even more difficult to deal with. Okay. And again, when you see, when they reveal who and what they are, at that point, then you'll know what to do. But the main thing is maintain your balance. Okay. Take as many deep breaths as you need to calm down, because you'll want to have a knee-jerk reaction when you have one of these yahoos coming up there and wanting to confront you or wanting to be acting out. And the natural thing is reaction. Okay. So don't let them, the old expression, don't let them get your goat. What's a goat do? He butt heads. When you see these old goats and they back up, run at each other, boom. The only thing you're going to get from that is a headache or maybe something even worse. So, we're just not even going to go there. It's like where I'm at here. I got these yahoos across the way with their big Trump stickers on their cars, and yeah, okay, whatever. You sometimes you just got to let them learn the hard way, and they're not going to learn until the school of hard knocks smacks them upside the head. Okay, I hate to say it that way, but that's the way it is with a lot of these people. Watched the other day this spoiled kids that they got a car, an expensive car, not just a car. I mean, an expensive, Porsches and, real expensive cars. And what do they get out there? Do they say, thank you? Oh, it's fabulous. I'm so happy. No, that's not the color I want. That's not the car I wanted. You ruined my day. And one of them, she got a red car instead of a blue, and she's screaming me. I would have told her, you're right, honey. Let me go back and I'll get you a blue car. Since blue is so important, I'll get you blue. And then you bring her back, instead of the nice red Porsche expensive car, you bring her back a used old beater blue Kia and say, here's your blue car. Enjoy it. Okay? She may go off the rails, but that's okay. She's got to find out, that they are not the all powerful. And this is a problem when you have people that are wealthy. They give their children everything, and then they think everything is owed to them. Nothing's ever good enough. They treat people like dirt the rest of their lives. Okay? This is why you raise children with values. Okay? You don't just hand them everything. They've got to find out that life can be hard. Otherwise, you get ones like Ivanka. Just go get a new job. Okay, just go out and get something new. Now, how hard is that? People are not like Ivanka. They don't have somebody giving $1 million, $2 million to start up a business and run interference and get special clearances from China for them, you know. And then they think that I'm so self-made. I've worked so hard. They don't know what hard work is. Okay. Same thing like, these CEOs of these companies. When they take these CEOs out of the thing, and they had that show there where they have to go and do actual line work, okay, actually have to put in the time like the people that are working there, making them their money that they are barely paying, okay, and they find out they cannot do the job, okay. They usually wind up helping one person rather than understanding all the people that are working for their company are in these types of situations. Okay? So if all of these wealthy business owners actually had to do the work that they're expecting people to do for the money they're paying them and actually have to try to live on it, none of these CEOs that have done this found out they can't do the job. Okay, but they haven't tried to live on the salary they're paying their people. Now, if they started making these companies actually live on the salary, 3-4 months should have to find out what it's like in the real world. Okay, then they might start changing some of their attitude, might start getting a little better. Okay, you gotta walk a mile, like they say, don't talk about something unless you've walked a mile in their moccasins. Okay, so you gotta really, understand, where the people are coming from. Actually have to face those types of circumstances before you get that empathy and that compassion. They have no empathy and compassion from the ivory towers where they've never had to do a hard day's work in their lives. Okay. So again, if you're a person that's got money, please don't spoil your children. I've met a number of those, and they have no understanding of life. Okay. They become uber little dictators. They don't respect anyone. They don't respect anything. They think everything needs to be handed to them on a silver plate, and just, oh, please take it, please. I just, so this is what you get in society when you have, I understand people want it better for their children than what they had it, but now they're having these problems in China too, where people are starting to earn money and they've got some wealthy ones. Well, they're having the same problem. If you spoil the kids, what you're going to get is a rotten adult that you can't stand to be around. They're just foul. Okay? They're like spoiled meat gone bad. It smells. It's not pleasant to be around. Okay? So please don't spoil. Please don't hand everything. Okay? You have to be taught values. and respect from the beginning. If you think it's cute that your little kid hits at you, you're creating a monster. It's not cute, okay? So again, raise with values, keep some balance, and we learn and we make society better, okay? We're paying the price now. People are paying the price now because they have taken values out of the system and just handed everything, okay? They don't want to take the time to teach. They don't want to take the time to, put these things out there, okay? So we need to have some radical changes. And this is the karma is biting back, okay? We got to bite the bullet and go forward, step by step, learn from the mistakes, and keep going forward. So anyway, today's thing, again, got kind of segued off into something else. Sometimes that happens, branches off into something else. But, in our own lives, again, keep the balance, keep empathy. Mr. Max, you're funny. You look away, the ears go up, and you look at him. You're so funny, Mr. Max. And, believe when they show you who they are. And they will reveal themselves if you give enough space for that revealing to take place. Okay. So I'm going to leave this here. What do you think, Mr. Max? Yeah? Is that it? Yeah. You trying to tell me you want to go ride the car? I know. You like to go ride the car because he's looking for a puppuccino. Yeah, I know. It's all about the puppuccino. I swear you're addicted. You may have to go in puppy rehab. He said, no, not puppy rehab. No. Yes, you may have to be weaned off the puppuccinos. He doesn't like that idea. That's his puppy drug. His puppy fix is puppuccinos. All right, I get it, Mr. Max. Anyway, take Mr. Max out for the ride. Yeah, time to ride the car. We're going to go ride the car. I've got a few errands to do this morning. Isn't that right, Mr. Max? I'll go pick up some moccasins I took in, and I was going to have them put a little sole on the bottom, because you get them in there, they're just the regular soft leather, and they wear out so quick. So I took them in. They said, we can do one of those Vibram soles on there. $128 to glue a sole on the bottom of a moccasin. I kid you not, $128. So the woman tells me, well, I know you've done this yourself before. It's $120. I'll come pick them up. I could get the Vibram soles on Amazon for $10. You know how easy it is to glue those soles onto. Now, redoing the shoes, like the boots or something like that, that's another story. But this, it's a matter of you put the glue on one side, you put the glue on the sole, leave it sit there till it's tacky, you put them together, you're done. $128? Yeah, I think not. I do all my own moccasins from now on. And I've done this on a number of my moccasins and haven't had a problem with it. So some of these places are so out of hand. I mean, crazy. It takes less than maybe 10 minutes time to do. So anyway, when I get them, I'll show you how to do it, how easy it is, and this is what the jewelry place wants to charge $128 for. Oh, mercy, that is crazy. Not in this lifetime. Anyway, love and light to everyone. And thank you for all your kind comments. And thank you for coming and spending some time with me and Mr. Max. Mr. Max the Wonder Dog, aka Velcro, because he just likes to stick to me like glue. Isn't that right? Velcro the Wonder Dog. Yeah. So I'm going to leave this here. It takes a while to upload. Velcro the Wonder Dog and I are going to go down the road, and I'll see you online.